Sanjiao 4, lateral epicondyle. Divide that in thirds. I could divide it in half, but it's easier to find 4 tsun and then 2 tsun. So here's roughly about 4 tsun. Here's 2 tsun from the wrist crease for Sanjiao 5. And to needle it on him, I've got a lot of strong, thick tendons. I would have to decide which side of this tendon that I'm right on top of to go. But I would still be aiming for the center of the wrist. I would mark this point and check it with my stretchy ruler. There's 2 tsun. 3 tsun is about here. And that's my Sanjiao 6, still in the center of the forearm. Now if I come over here right next to the ulna, that's Sanjiao 7, the Shi cleft point. They're not very far apart at all. And yet they're different points with very different actions. And again, I'm needling I'm almost grazing the bone here. I'm needling between the ulna and the muscle for Sanjiao 7. How many tsun from the wrist crease is Sanjiao 8? 4 tsun from the wrist crease. So 1 more tsun. So again, I can just divide this in thirds, and that's my Sanjiao 8 right there. Okay. Sanjiao 9. How many tsun from the elbow? 5 tsun from the elbow. Okay, and here's a point where I'm going to show you a variation. As part of the course description, as part of what the ACAOM wants us to teach, is that there are variations in point locations among different cultures, countries, styles, and we talked about this a little bit last time. So here's 6 tsun. 5 tsun is going to be, if that's 3, 4, 5, I'm guessing 5 tsun is right about here for the textbook Sanjiao 9. Sanjiao 9 is an interesting point. It doesn't get a lot of use, but the Japanese people love it. It is a point that has an ocean name of some kind. What's it say on your handout?
4 rivers.
Huh?
4 rivers.
4 rivers, yeah. So it's a point that has an influence on water passages in the body. The Japanese location, or I shouldn't say all Japanese, but in many styles of Japanese acupuncture, there isn't just one Japanese acupuncture. In many styles of Japanese acupuncture, they make this 4 tsun from the elbow, which would be 1/3 of the forearm. And I like that location. That's the location I use. I've tried them both, but I like the Japanese location better. 4 tsun, there's a deeper hole there. I seem to get more chi there. And I love this point for releasing the sternocleidomastoid muscles. So when people have these tight sternocleidomastoid muscles, I will rub this point while I'm plucking on that sternocleidomastoid muscle and rubbing it and plucking it. And this really seems to help because Sanjiao channel goes right through this muscle anyway. And I learned this from the Japanese teacher Kiko Matsumoto, that you can affect these sternocleidomastoid muscles with this point, but there's much more that it can be used for. All right, so show you guys on